Good evening, everybody. How are you doing? It's good to be back with you for another race. And we had a week off last week for the real life Miami Grand Prix, which, in my opinion, probably wasn't worth it. It was a bit on the boring side as Grand Prix go. But that's all right. We're back this week, and it's a firm fan favourite, Silverstone, Great British track, and we are sure to see some decent action around here. Thank you so much for joining me and tapping away in the chat. Good to see you here, and we'll be heading out on track pretty soon. Hello to Brain Core. Hello, Harry Powell. Hello, Jamie. If I crash, do you want me to join you on comms? That's all right. I'll be all right this time. But thank you very much for the offer. But I'll go alone today. Okay, right. Let's get up to speed and get the track going on. Hey, Zhao is the first person out on track, so let's just jump on board with him and find all the information I need on here. There we go. One thing I'm hoping for the new Formula One game that has been endlessly coming up on my social media pages and in conversations that I'm in, I'm hoping that this tower on the left hand side becomes just a little bit smaller, just a bit thinner, because it takes up a lot of the screen. So Codemasters, if you are watching, just try and make that smaller, that'd be great. Something a bit more like the real stuff going on. Right, let's go over championship standings. Let me just turn down my speakers. We'll put my microphone, and I will bring. I do forget to do that. Right, so standings at the moment. AsthmaFrog is still in the lead, but he only finished 8th last time out. And the person in second is on a 3 podium. There we are, podium streak. Saucy Chris finished first last time out. Closed the gap to only 44 points now. And behind him, only 2 points down behind, is Lethal Lens. Brain Core is in 4th. He's on 141, so it's a pretty tight battle between 2nd, 3rd, and 4th at the moment, and they will be looking for AsthmaFrog to drop a serious amount of points. They'll all want to finish ahead of the current championship leader. That's where we are with regards to the drivers' standings at the moment. The constructors' standings are as follows. Aston Martin lead the way with 302 points, followed by Red Bull on 281, only 21 points behind, and Ferrari not too far behind that, 246 points, only 35 points behind Red Bull, and then Haas are currently in 4th, 211 points, 91 off the leaders, 35 in arrears to Ferrari. So that's where we're standing for the Constructors' Championship at the moment. Jamie, I got signed by Alpine. Fantastic. So Jamie is in the Alpine. Okay, Hake Zhao sets the fastest time. He's the first person to set the time. Standard the Dad, though, just pips him to the post, a 128.5. Brain Core goes into seconds. Which of these is about to go past the line? That's AsthmaFrog. He goes past the line, and Stone Shuttle is just about to What's that time? I think he goes third, 128.7. So AsthmaFrog, provisional pole 128.2 is purple. We've seen some yellow flags flash up. Saucy Chris has invalidated, so it looks like he's going for another run. Who is this? Judgy. So Judgy in the Haas is coming around the final turn now onto the Hamilton straight, and he pops it up into third place, 128.7. That's where we're at the moment. I think the next person to come around is Hake. Rocket Gamer is yet to set a time, so let's find out how he is doing. Rocket Gamer, I believe he's on the PC. I think that's, yeah, I think he's on the PC. Crossplay League, this Division 4 of F1XL. And if you're interested in getting involved with us next season on the new game, do go and join our Discord server. And, you'll be able to join up that way. Loads of people there, some great racing, as you see, week on week, and yeah, lots of fun to be had. So if you're interested, if you're watching this live, or if you're watching this back again and you're interested in joining Formula One Racing League on the new game, then feel free to get in touch, join in our Discord server. So you see Saucy Chris going around the final couple of corners now, and he goes up into 7th, 129.1, and he also joins Braincore on 129.1 as well, just ahead of Rocket Gamer on 129.2. DNG Titan is just about to start a lap, so let's jump on board with the McLaren driver for a lap around Silverstone, coming through the turn 1 and turn 2, and now we're into the loop section through Village, and then here's the loop. It's a tricky corner. You don't want to take too much curb on the inside because that will really harm your traction. And then down the Wellington straight now, DRS opportunity come the race, and then through the fast and ever tightening Brooklands into Luffield now. Used to be the final corner, but layout of Silverstone, through Woodcut now and down the old straight, and then through Cops Corner. Don't want to go too far out because you will invalidate, but that is a thrilling corner, and now probably the most famous corners on this circuit, through Maggots, now through Beckett's, and last little kink of Chapel, and then here is the Hanger Straight. DRS opportunity. Looks like he's putting together a quick lap, going purple in sector 2. Want to break at the 50-meter boards for Stowe Corner, slightly uphill so you can brake later. Now down into Vale, past the pit straight, and then we will go through the final corner here, Club, onto the Hamilton Straight, the Sir Lewis Hamilton Straight, and that is good enough for 6th from DNG Titan. So that's a lap of Silverstone. So looks like most people have set a lap time set for Panda. Lethal Lynn's finished. I think, yeah, he's coming into the pits. So as we stand, AsthmaFrog's on provisional pole, 128.2, followed by Sander the Dad, 128.5, and Lethal Lynn's on a 128.6. Looks like 128s are the time to beat, but I wouldn't put it past AsthmaFrog to stick it into the 127s. So that will be interesting to see if anyone can go quicker than that. Who is the first person on and out lap? Looks like it might be Hake Jow. Panda is on an outlap as well, so we will jump on board with him fairly soon. See what he's up to. So Hake is about to start a lap. So is Rocket Gamer, and the energy tank comes into the pit. So let's follow Hake Zhao around. Would love to know, for anyone who is currently in the lobby, what the weather forecast is for the race. If we're expecting any rain at all, that would be wonderful if you can let me know that. But I can see you guys chatting away, so fab. And we've got 8 minutes to go in this qualifying session as Hake Zhao goes down the Wellington Straight through Luffield now. And he looks like he's up on his time. He's at purple sector 1. So coming through Woodcut onto the old pit straight through Cops Corner. Such a fast corner. You want to be as brave as you can be to maximize your speed. And then through Maggots and Beckett's, then Chapel onto the Hangar Straight now. And he's 2/10 up on his time is Hake Zhao. So this looks like it's going to be an improvement. Will he be able to eke out some more time though in the last part of this lap into Vale Corner now, coming around the final two corners onto the main straight, and Hake Zhao does not. He lost those 2/10 and did not improve. Stone Shuff, so AsthmaFrog's gone over the line. I think he's going to start a new lap. Is this Pat Peter coming over the line? Pat Peter is 7th at the moment, 128.9. Right, Stone Shuffle, is he on a lap? He is on a lap. Minus 0.2. He pops it up into third, but not by much. He's just pipped Lethal Lins to third there. So Stone Shuffle maybe coming back into the pits after that run and having another go. But Panda is just about to finish his first lap now. So through Club Corner now onto the Sir Lewis Hamilton Straight. Not a very short, it's a very short run to the line. And Panda dislodges. Stone Shuffle goes third fastest. Okay. So we're looking dry for the race, highest chance. For lowest 13% chance of rain in quality, 4% chance in race. Okay, so it looks like we're going to have a dry race. Interesting. Cool. So tire strategy is going to come into is going to be key as we see Rocket Gamer just got to 7th and AsthmaFrog sets the quickest lap time, improves slightly, 128.2 still, but improved to 226. And Pat Peter up into second, not too far off, 128.3. So that is a very good effort there for Pat Peter. As Stone Shuffle comes into the pits, and DNG Titan is going to be on the lap. I don't know. He's the next closest to the line. No, he's looks like he's gearing up to start a lap, I think. Yeah, we'll watch him. So we just got over 4 minutes left in this qualifying session for the British Grand Prix here in F1XL Division 4. And we are currently watching DNG Titan go around this very famous circuit. Currently a 10th up on his best time, 128.9, coming through one of the oldest parts of this circuit through Cops Corner. And that's, of course, where Lewis Hamilton and Max Verstappen came together quite famously in the 2021 campaign. It was a bit of an interesting one, I think. That incident, but hopefully we'll see none of that today. But I wouldn't put it past. Let's see. The Energy Titan now coming through the final few corners. As Taz, thanks for jumping in and giving your support to Lethal Lins. The Energy Titan up to 7th now, 128.7. H Chow is the only other person on track. Moment. H Chow's got a lot of TV time at the moment. Alpha Tower will be happy with this free sponsorship I'm giving them. It's just the way it is sometimes. So we're into the last part of qualifying now. Over 2 minutes left to go, and you can see on the left-hand side, everyone is starting to go out on another lap. The times are going to come thick and fast as H Zhao is gearing up to start his last attempt, I would say, at a lap time. He's going to have a little bit of traffic on the exit of this, and makes his way past the Red Bull, I think, of Pat Peter, that was. So I don't think that would have hindered him at all. Down the Wellington straight with the DRS open. And that corner is very tricky to get right. But it looks like he's doing a decent job so far, using all the road on the exit onto the old pit straight now. And, it's a great part of the track, this. 3 cops. How's he doing? You'll cross the timing screen, timing line at the fairly soon, I would say. Is it the start of this straight? Yes, it is. And he is down on his time. He's 2/10 down at the moment on his best time. H Zhao, I think he might be backing off. Maybe to give it another go. Or is he still going? Is he coming into the pits? He's... Oh! Well, there we are. That answers that question. H Zhao just drives into the wall. And that's caused a big yellow flag. And I fear that if we were to see this in F1 23, that we might have a red flag. So you want to stop doing that if you get a chance. There we are. H Zhao is out of qualifying. Sander the dad is also retired. Let's see if we can see him. Don't know if he's... I don't imagine he's crashed on purpose, but there he is, just against the wall. There he is in the background. So Sander the dad's now out as well. Oh, and Pat Peter's gone around. Someone dropping oil on the track. What's going on? King Jamie's the first to set a valid lap time across, and he improves his time by a couple of tenths, up to 10th, 129.0. He gets dislodged by Brain Core, who's gone past. His teammate's just about to cross the line, and he finishes across the line in 6th. AsthmaFrog, he does get into the 27. So AsthmaFrog is on a rapid one today, 127.8. Definitely stamping his authority on that #1 slot. And Stone Shuffles bottled it through the final corner. He's spun, so he is not going to set a faster lap time. What can Pat Peter do? He's already invalidated, and that is it for him. Let's have a look at Lethal Lins. He's invalidated as well. So Panda's going to be the next person. He's on a lap, but he's not too much quicker He's not quicker at all, actually, through the final couple of corners. Will he be able to gain a little bit of time and improve his 5th place? He does not. 128.5. No improvement for Panda. He stays 5th. And that, I think, is it. Because King Jamie he's already crossed the line, taking the checker flag. And I believe that's it. There we go. So AsthmaFrog, my words, only driver into the 27s, and has will be starting from pole position for the British Grand Prix. So there are your final standings for qualifying, starting from the front row. For, I have to say, the 9th time this season, AsthmaFrog with a 127.8. 4/10 behind him is Pat Peter. He's going to be starting on the front row alongside. Row 2 is going to be made up of Saucy Chris and Sander the Dad. Row 3, GWA Panda and Stone Shuffle. Row 4, Judgy 23 and Lethal Lens. And row 5, DNG Titan and Rocket Gamer, with Braincore, King Jamie and Hake Chow making up the rest. Right, so that's where we're going to be at. And I'm going to start a poll, as we always do. Who is going to win the race? Now, normally I would go with the top 3 and then somebody else. But let's pick a wild card, I would say. Front 2 and a wild card. And then everyone else. Who will win the race? So we're going to have Asthma. We are going to have Pat Peter. We're going to have Panda as a wild card. And then we'll have somebody else. And if you think it's going to be somebody else, someone other than those, let me know in the comments. There we go. Poll is up. Who is going to win the race? AsthmaFrog, Pat Peter, Panda as a bit of a wild card, or somebody else? And if somebody else, let us know in the comments. I'm just going to leave you a little bit of music because I need to grab some water. So I'm just going to hop, skip and a jump to the top, and I'll see you in a bit. Alrighty, I'm back. I've got some water. Let's have a look at the poll. Where do we stand at the moment? Currently in the lead. Somebody else, 50% of the vote. AsthmaFrog has 33% of the vote. Panda has 17% of the vote. I wonder if that is Panda backing himself. Absolutely nothing wrong with that either. The Pat Peda, no one thinks Pat Peda's going for it. I'm sure that's going to encourage him to prove you all wrong. But still a couple of minutes to go to vote on that one. Let's have a look in the chat. Brain Core for the win. Oh, okay. So maybe that's one of those. Jamie's saying the wall for the win. Me for the win. Brain Core also agrees for me for the win. Panda thinks asthma. Okay, so Panda's not voted for himself. Cool. Nice. Good stuff. Okay. Okay, we are about to get going fairly soon. Don't make you laugh. I will. That is all I'm gonna do now. Is try and make Jamie laugh so he crashes. There we go. Right, I'm gonna end the poll there. And final result. Somebody else taking the top vote, 51%, 57. Sorry. AsthmaFrog 28%. Panda 14%, and Pat Peter no votes. Sorry, mate, but you'll be great. Right, let's have a look at the tire strategy options that people are going for, because it's going to be don't you dare. Yes, I will. I'll tell you a joke now on your formation map. I'm not gonna, because I can't say it's going to be a good one, but here we go. What's blue but isn't very heavy? Light blue. There you go. That's your free joke of the day. I didn't say it was going to be good. So AsthmaFrog is most of the field going for the hard tire, except for Saucy Chris, who is in third on the medium. So he's going to have a softer, faster compounded tire than the two ahead of him. Interesting. And Red Bull splitting their strategies there as well. That's going to be interesting to see how that plays out across the race. And AsthmaFrog has done an absolutely blistering outlap. And obviously trying to get a load of heat in those hard tires, which are really hard to heat up, but the rest of the field is miles behind, so they're going to be cooling down pretty quickly. So then we've got Sander the Dad in fourth, all the way down to Lethal Lins in eighth. They're all on the hard tires. Then we've got DNG Titan and Rocket Gamer on the mediums, so they're looking to make up a few places at the front. Then we've got Brain Core in 11th, the hard tires. King Jamie on the medium tires in 12th, and Hake Zhao opting for the hard tires at the rear. Jamie apparently has just spun. There he is. He's coming to the back of the field. There we go. I hope that wasn't because I told you a joke. But it may well have been. Right. Okay. We are going to be getting going very soon. Lights are on. And now they are out. And we are racing in Silverstone. Looks like a Ferrari there at the back. Got a really good start. AsthmaFrog. Oh, and the two Red Bulls have come together. That is a big incident there. King Jamie and Brain Core not even making the first corner. Brain Core has no front wing, and that is a safety car, and we've not even made it around the first sector. That is quite a start. Sander the Dad up to second. Panda and Lethal Lins up to third and fourth respectively, and Saucy Chris and Pat Peda. If there's one person that you don't want to crash into, in a Formula One race, it's your teammate. And Saucy Chris and Pat Peder have done just that. Jamie apparently got hit by Titan. I don't know if there was some fisticuffs happening towards the back there, but that has happened, and that's drawn out the safety car. Right, let's have a look at Saucy Chris's car. Can we see any damage? Doesn't look like he's missing any front wing. What about Pat Peder? Let's have a look. No, it looks like he's all right for now. King Jamie, though, does not have a front wing. That is a lighter blue car that you've got there. Just a little cork. There we go. Okay, I'll stop now. I don't want to make him laugh because he might lose his rear wing. And Braincore, of course, has not got a front wing either. So those guys will be coming into the pits. So what tyres are they going to go for? Pretty early. I would say Braincore probably here is the biggest loser of this situation because he started on the hard tyres. That's going to be the tyre that lasts the longest. And it's a shame. And you only get one of these for the race. So that's going to be a bit of a shame that he's going to have to take off his longest running tyre and go on to a different tyre. And it looks like he's gone for the soft. So, Judgy's had a bit of an incident there. He's had a coming together with Stone Shoffer, and he's been given a 5-second penalty. So that is not good for Judgy. He's going to have to watch his gaps to other drivers under safety car. That is where we are. So we had Rocket Gamer, Saucy Chris, King Jamie, and Braincore all come into the pits there. And Rocket Gamer, Saucy Chris, King Jamie have all gone for the hard compound tyres. Maybe trying to see if they can make them last until the end of the race. Flipping Nora, King Jamie. Why don't you just keep it on the track? Run the safety car. You don't need to take out all the braking boards. My word. Just concentrate on your driving. You'll be all right. You're good enough. Okay. Braincore gone for the soft compound tyres. I'm not actually sure how long they last around Silverstone, how good on tyre life they are. So we'll have to see when he comes into the pits. But he will have to come into the pits again. That will Braincore. He'll probably go onto the medium tyre and medium compound tyres. And Judgy's coming in to the pit lane, so it looks like he wants to serve that 5-second penalty under safety car, which would definitely put him to the back of the grid, but it wouldn't. It would cost him less time. So Judgy serving his time penalty. Saucy Chris coming in again for another set of tyres. He's got the medium compounds going on, and Judgy Braincore's come into the pits again. So Judgy's put on the medium compound tyres, and I see what's happened there. So Braincore, okay, that's going to be interesting. I know he's watching the stream. That could be clever. I see what you've done there, and I applaud you. You've done well. The Braincore's come in for the stuck a set of soft tyres on, and then because we're still under safety car, he's gone back into the pits, stuck on his hard compound tyres, which may or may not last him to the end of the race. So Braincore may have put himself in a position to make up some decent positions by the end of the lap, by the end of the race, if we can keep it on the road and keep it out of the side of other cars. Right, so early safety car. We didn't even get one full racing lap before the safety car came out, and then we've had a bit of juggling of tires and front wings in the pit so far, and we are about to start lap 4, and it looks like we will probably have one more lap of safety car. Yeah, safety car's gone past the pits. We'll have one more full lap behind the safety car, and everyone else is caught up to the train. And I say that because Judgy's come into the pit again. It's like pit roulette. And so Saucy Chris, what on earth is going on? What are you guys doing? Are you smoking? Right, let's see what these guys pit onto. Saucy Chris putting on the hard compound tires, maybe looking to, and looks like Judgy has got another time penalty to serve, and on goes the hard compound tires for him as well. So that leaves the rest of the field on the hard tire, except for DNG Titan, who's in 4th, who's on the medium. Okay, can you guys like catch up to the back of the pack by the end of this lap so we can get racing, please? Right, that's your Saucy Chris on lap 4 has already made 3 stops. Has to be some sort of record for 4 laps, 3 pit stops. That's quite impressive, actually. Right, so the only driver who has a time penalty against their name that is yet to be served or taken is Papida. He's in 6th. Let's have a look at positions gained. So off the start, safety car is going to be coming in this lap. So Sander the Dad will take the pace. He has made up 3 places since the start, as has Panda and Stone Shuffle. DNG Titans made up 5 places. Hey Chow qualified at the back of the grid. He's up 8 places, making his way through the carnage. That was lap 1. And HL has made some decent progress there from the back of the field. He'll be looking to capitalize on that. Biggest losers though, Saucy Chris and Judgy and AsthmaFrog, who I didn't see what happened to AsthmaFrog actually. He was in the lead. There we go. We're going to start again now. Sander the Dad makes a break for it. He is off. And he has produced a nice little gap there to Panda. Didn't realize that the music's still playing. Here we go. It's over a second already. Who is... Everyone's kind of spaced out a little bit, which is nice to see. Looks like we're not going to get any kind of big... incidents. I say this is going to be a move there, or an attempted move by Lethal Lins. Oh, and Rocket Gamer having a look up the inside is reminiscent of last year's race with the exact 3 same cars as we saw last time. Perez, Hamilton, and Leclerc having a right old ding dong around this part of the track, and looks like we've got another one of that as well. And Lethal Lins is the big loser on that. He's lost out to King Jamie as well, so Lethal Lins down in 10th now. DNG Titan though is on the back of Stone Shuffle coming into Stowe corner, and this is like my favorite corner on this track. I think Stowe, you can brake so late, fling the car in, so much grip. You feel good making a pass into Stowe. Sander the Dad sets the fastest lap of the race, but we haven't had a full racing lap as of yet, so it's no surprise. King Jamie and Rocket Gamer getting pretty close. to each other through turn one. King Jamie just staying behind for now. What is the DNG Titan going to do? Is he going to be close enough? DRS is not going to be open yet in this race. I think we'll have to wait another lap for that to happen. Lethal Lins, though, is pretty close, but he doesn't look like he's close enough. And the Red Bull of Saucy Chris and the Haas of Braincore going side by side. And Braincore really wanting to stick it on the inside. Saucy Chris left enough space. Looks like he had the superior line. Saucy Chris is up to 11th. So this is prime. This is prime for at the moment AsthmaFrog dropping some points in the championship. But his main championship rivals at the moment, the people who are closest to him, all seem to be behind him. Saucy Chris, Lethal Lins, Braincore, and DNG Titan, I would say. Well, no, maybe Braincore, Lethal Lins, and Saucy Chris. They are all behind AsthmaFrog. So AsthmaFrog having a bad race at the moment, but none of his title rivals are there to capitalize, as Rocket Gamer sets the fastest lap of the race so far. Looks like there's going to be a bit of a battle behind. Let's have a look at these guys because they are pretty close to each other. Judgy making his way past his teammate. Saucy Chris now is only 3/10 behind Lethal Lins, who in turn is only 4/10 behind King Jamie. And King Jamie said in the chat he's going to have to get out the defensive King Jamie driving style. And I fear we are going to be seeing that fairly soon because all of these guys look like they want to get past sometime soon. So King Jamie's going to have to find some pace and try and break that toe if he wants to hold on to that 9th place. So we're on lap 7, soon to be lap 8. Sander the Dad is leading the way, only half a second up on Panda as we see Panda's teammate Lethal Lins get past King Jamie. King Jamie making a dive up the inside. Will he make it round? Yes, he does. Wow, he's made the move round the outside as AsthmaFrog sets the fastest lap of the race. That was nice there from King Jamie. He is not giving up that space at all. And that is 9th place still there for King Jamie. But he is under all sorts of pressure now from Lethal Lins. Let's have a look up here. So AsthmaFrog is closing in the back of Hake Zhao. He set the fastest lap of the race last time out. And he's wanting to recover those 5 positions he's lost. Oh, I don't know what happened there, but Hake Zhao looks like he ran wide and was sleeping a little bit through Luffield. And AsthmaFrog was like, do you know what? I'll take that. Thank you for the 3 gift. So AsthmaFrog up into 5th now and making his way through the field fairly easily at the moment. Looks like it's getting pretty close at the front. All from 1st to 6th, they are all within DRS of each other. As we see Lethal Lins and King Jamie going side by side through Stowe. Or Lethal Lins, what a move around the outside of King Jamie up into 9th. That is very nice indeed. And looks like Saucy Chris has been able to get past King Jamie as well on the main straight. And he is up under King Jamie to rub salt into the wound after losing 2 places in as many corners. He has been given a 3-second time penalty for multiple track limits violations. And that is something I believe we're going to be seeing a fair amount of on this track because it's quite easy to just extend the limits on a few corners in Silverstone. So do look out for that. Time penalties will become a big part of who wins this race and who makes their way through the field. So we'll have to check on that towards the end of the race. Right. Let's have a look. So we'll jump on board with Panda as he makes his way down the hangar straight. Has the slipstream and the DRS, but still not quite close enough. As we see, AsthmaFrog has made his way up past DNG Titan, but they're still fighting. DNG cutting down to the inside now. Not quite close enough. So AsthmaFrog is up into fourth and is wanting to chase down his teammate next. Is there going to be any team orders at Aston Martin, or are they free to race? It's going to be, we'll have to find out. I think we might find out down the Wellington Straight because AsthmaFrog will have DRS on Stone Shuffle. Stone Shuffle will not have DRS, and he's not quite close enough to try and make a pass at this point. But Panda's pretty close as well on the back of Sander the Dad. He was, what was it, 3/10, but he's not quite close enough now. So we'll jump on the back. Jump back with AsthmaFrog and Stone Shuffle. Stone Shuffle not being intimidated by AsthmaFrog pulling out to see if he can make a move through cops. It's always going to be a brave move through there, but he is trying to put him off. So it looks like there's not going to be team orders between these guys. Looks like he's going to have to do it on track. And AsthmaFrog has the DRS. And Stone Shuffle does not, and that is a fairly simple overtaking maneuver there for AsthmaFrog. He is up into third place. And Judgy now has just made his way past King Jamie. So King Jamie back down into 12th, where he started this race. Oh, okay. So something's happened here to Sander the Dad. He's been given a 3-second time penalty, and Panda has made his way past. So we have a new leader for the for the British Grand Prix. That is Panda. He has hit the front, and Sander the Dad is down into second, and he's picked up 3 seconds of time penalties. That is not going to be good for his long-term race at all. And AsthmaFrog will be licking his lips at that. He's just over a second behind Sander the Dad now, and knowing that the car in front has some time penalties to add on at the end of this race, is just going to add fuel to AsthmaFrog's car, and he's going to want to drive a little bit faster now. It's King Jamie. He gets a 3-second time penalty. That takes our total of drivers with time penalties up to 5 now. 13 running in this race today. And we are approaching half race distance at the moment. 26 laps. We've just done 12. We just started number 12. AsthmaFrog sets the fastest lap of the race in his hunt of Sander the Dad, and it's now within a second. He is going to have some DRS as he comes onto the Wellington Straight, but so is Sander the Dad, just fighting the card there a little bit. Had a bit of oversteer, had a snap on the wheel, and he had to correct it, and that's lost him a bit of time to Panda and put him further into the clutches of AsthmaFrog behind. So AsthmaFrog is looking pretty quick at the moment, but just wanted to draw your attention. There are a bunch of people who have stopped, but there are a bunch of people who haven't stopped yet in this race. As we see, AsthmaFrog making the move on Sander the Dad, makes his way past with the DRS. He is now up into second, and Panda is next on his list as King Jamie has lost it. Looks like he's lost it coming out of Chapel. He's on the hanger straight, and that has brought out a second safety car, and that I think is probably just a little bit too late for these guys at the front, because I imagine there's a bunch of people who are going to be coming into the pits, and there are. So D&G Titans into the pits for some tires. He's put on the hard compound tire. He'll be going to the end, and I don't know, I think that was going to be within the pit window. So D&G Titan into the pit. So is Rocket Gamer and Lethal Lins, Saucy Chris and Brain Core, who said he saw what happened to King Jamie. I wonder if he lets us know. But I think Jamie's in the chat. He said he couldn't catch it. So I guess Jamie just either took a little bit too much of the curb on Chapel, and then the rear came round and you went straight into the wall. Is that a fairly accurate representation of what happened through there, or did you get a little bit of oversteer from the last part of Beckett and couldn't catch it? Those are my two predictions. Touch the grass, right? There we go. So that's what's happened there. Right. Panda, AsthmaFrog, Sander the Dad, Stone Shuffle, Hate Jow, and Pat Peter are yet to come into the pits. And I fear that the safety car may have come out just a little bit too late for them, because the rest of the field have caught up now. So they're going to kind of cycle all the way back to the back of the grid. And people like Braincore, Saucy Chris, they're going to be on relatively fresh tyres. So AsthmaFrog does not come into the pits. That's interesting. Panda, Sander the Dad, Stone Shuffle, Hake Jow, and Pat Peter all come into the pits, but AsthmaFrog has not. That is interesting. He is going to be the only driver not to have stopped. Okay. We have got an interesting scenario happening here in this race. Lethal Lins gave him the wrong tires. Man, I hate it when that happens. I hate it. Sucks. When this game just decides to give you the wrong tires. He's all the way down in 12th now. Yeah, so these guys who were leading, Panda, he's now in 7th. Sander the Dad in 8th, Stone Shuffle in 9th, Hake Jow in 10th, Pat Peter in 11th. They've cycled all the way to the back of the grid, and the rest of the guys have come into the pits already. So this safety car has given the guys who are running towards the back, like Rocket Gamer, Saucy Chris, Brain Core, a good chance of a decent finish. Let's have a look at tyre life. There we go. So, tyre life at the moment. So, AsthmaFrog and Judgy have tyres 12 laps and 13 laps old. And the rest of these guys are pretty much on fresh tyres. D&G Titan, only 1 lap. Rocket Gamer, only 1 lap. Saucy Chris, only 2 laps. Brain Court, only 1 lap. And everyone else has just come in. So, I think we're over halfway now in this race. Lap 13 was a crossover point for half race distance. We're on lap 14 now. Everyone is caught up. AsthmaFrog is slowing down the pack. And when will he go? He's on 13 lap old hard tyres. It's fortunate that the car behind him is also on older tyres. And it looks like he's put the foot down now. But there was a bit of a wobble there under acceleration. He had to catch it just a little bit, and that wouldn't have allowed him to get down the power as quickly as he would have liked. But he still made it work for now as Rocket Gamer up the inside of DNG Titan. He's now going to be on the outside. DNG Titan given plenty of room as well, and Rocket Gamer up into third on those medium tyres. They're only 2 laps old. He is, I guess, de facto leader in this race. Oh, Saucy Chris, something's happened to him. He's all fallen all the way down to the back of the grid. And so is DNG Titan as well. I've missed that one. DNG Titan now all the way down to 11th. But Rocket Gamers just want to hold on to the back of these guys, and at the front, Judgy and AsthmaFrog, who still need to come into the pits for some more tyres, and he's basically going to be de facto leader. So this is a massive turnaround for Rocket Gamer, and look who's behind him, Brain Core, making those tactical moves with the tyres earlier on in the race. Looks like it's paying off for him at the moment. Rocket Gamer going side by side. Oh, he's pretty close. When he make a dive up to the inside, Judgy thinking about defending. Looked like he was going to make a second move to defend, but not quite. But Rocket Gamer's able to take a much tighter line. But Judgy looks like he's just backing up Rocket Gamer into his teammate, and Brain Core is now in the mix for this fight. So it's a 3-way fight for second place. And Judgy, I think, is really, really struggling here. He's under a lot of pressure from Rocket Gamer and Brain Core. And the more these guys fight, the more it will allow people like Sunder the Dad and Panda to come and join in as well. Oh, there was a bit of a touch there, I think. And they were going very, very close to... Oh, dear. And another little touch there for Brain Core on the back of Rocket Gamer's tyre on his right rear. And Judgy's still ahead now, and this is allowing AsthmaFrog to streak away. He's now 2.7 seconds up the road, and all of these guys now, there's basically a Judgy train behind the Haas driver, as everyone is within DRS range of each other, pretty much all the way down to P10. And this is just allowing AsthmaFrog to run away with it. Over 3 seconds now is the gap. And AsthmaFrog is going to be loving this. He's like, yes, fight it out. Let me get away. Lessen the hurt it's going to take to have a pit. Oh, it looks like there was just a little bit of contact there. Don't know if it was a deliberate brake check, but it looked a bit like that. Some of the others just popped the brakes on a little bit, and there was just a little bit of contact, but everyone looks like they're still going around at the moment, so we should be all right. But AsthmaFrog now 3.6 seconds up the road from Judgy, who's doing a good job of keeping Rocket Gamer behind him. Rocket Gamer now has the DRS up through the inside, and now Rocket Gamer has been released. He's on those 4-lap-old medium tyres. He is up into second, and he will have now the tyre advantage over AsthmaFrog. Will he be able to start reeling in the current championship leader, who needs to come in for another set of tyres? Brain Core now making his way past Judgy. I don't think Judgy's going to put up too much of a fight. He does not. But next on the road is Sander the Dad, and Judgy will not want to let that McLaren driver get past him and keep on the back of Brain Core. But he may not have a choice as we head down the hanger straight into Stowe. And Judgy, he's got his braking points down for Stowe. He's doing very well. But Judgy now into the pits, as is the race leader, AsthmaFrog. Now, how badly is this pit stop going to hurt How far down the field will he go? It looks like he might go. These guys will cycle all the way to the back, and they're going to be pretty far behind. And so there is only going to be 8 laps left of this race after this lap. So AsthmaFrog and Judgy wanted to stay out and put up a bit of a gap. Not worked out for them on this occasion. And our new race leader is Rocket Gamer, closely followed by Braincore. I've just seen on the timing tower there that Judgy has made a move on AsthmaFrog. So AsthmaFrog is now taking up the rear of this race, and that is good. That is interesting. Judgy's just gone. I'll overtake the championship leader. Why not? Why not make his life much harder? And at the moment, AsthmaFrog, as it stands, would not get a single championship point to his name, and that is allowing, as it stands, all of his championship rivals to gain traction on him in the process. But AsthmaFrog manages to get back past. He's now in 11th, but he's 15 seconds off of P10 and the points. What is going to happen? He's going to be praying for a safety car. If a safety car comes out, he's back in it. If not, it's going to be hard as Panda. Oh, Panda is making a move up the inside. And looks like he tagged the back of Braincore as well, which is a real shame for the Haas driver because he didn't really do anything wrong there. He was just a passenger. And Panda fallen all the way down to 8th now. And that has allowed Rocket Gamer to pull out a 1.2 second gap over Sander the Dad. And now Sander the Dad has a 1.1 second gap ahead of HL. So these guys have all broken the DRS train. But Lethal Lins, Braincore, Stone Shuffle, and Pat Peter are all within. Ugh. I do apologise. DRS of each other up the inside of Stowe. There goes Lethal Lins and the Ferrari. Not quite close enough. Will he make a dive to the inside? He does not on this occasion. So Hake Zhao keeping that place, but Braincore is looking really racy indeed. He's all over the back of the Scarlet Ferrari and making his way through, starting lap 20 of 26. And it's only been a couple of laps since AsthmaFrog's come into the pits. He was 15 seconds behind Saucy Chris. He's now 11 seconds. So that's 4 whole seconds that AsthmaFrog has made up. And make that 5 now as he sets the fastest lap of the race. AsthmaFrog has got the bit between his teeth. And he is absolutely bombing it round this track to try and make up for lost time. AsthmaFrog is on a charge. Right, so we've got a bunch more penalties that are going to be playing a mix. And Rocket Gamer at this rate is going to be licking his lips and rubbing his fingers together because all 4 of the cars that are directly behind him have all got time penalties, and he is without time penalties at the moment. And with 6 laps to go, soon to be 5, as he crosses the line very soon. 5 laps to go. He is looking pretty good to take a race win, is Rocket Gamer. Hopefully the commentator's curse does not strike. I don't believe in that at all. And just to give you an update on the gap between AsthmaFrog and Saucy Chris for the last points playing position, Last time we checked in, it was 10 seconds. It's now 6.8 seconds. AsthmaFrog is absolutely hammering his way onto the back of Saucy Chris. But is it going to be too little, too late for the Aston Martin driver? 6.1 second now, the gap. He may be able to get maybe 1 or 2 points, but DNG Titan in 9th, Saucy Chris in 10th. They are quite a way off this main group here, I would say, or from 1st all the way down to 8th with Panda. As we're looking at Pat Peder now, who is all over the back of AsthmaFrog's teammate, Stone Shuffle. Looks like Stone Shuffle, though, has wanted to make a move on Brain Core. They're going side by side through Stone. Brain Core on the outside manages to keep the place for now, but it looks like he's just been dropped from this session. Oh my, that is absolutely bad luck for Brain Core. And 6 seconds of time penalties as well. I don't think it will be too long until Stone Shuffle makes a move back past, but he has managed to rejoin the lobby. So that is good news. Stone Shuffle looking to put himself in the mirrors of Brain Core just to see if what he would do if he would try and go defensive and maybe take the wrong line through that corner, but Brain Core not moving from his line, and that's allowed him to just pull out just an extra 10th or 2 ahead of Stone Shuffle. In Formula 1, it always helps to have an extra 10th in the pocket. As we're on lap 22 of 26, we're only 4 laps from the end of this race, from the British Grand Prix around Silverstone in F1XL Division 4, and our championship leader at the moment, as it stands, will not get a single point. He is currently in 11th, but he is closing in on the last points paying position, where Saucy Chris is at the moment in 10th. Looks like he... Oh, Sunder the Dad, I think, has lost out there to these guys. And is he going to lose out to Stone Shuffle as well? Stone Shuffle's pulling out alongside. He's not going to make a move into this one. So Lethal Lins is up into second now, as Panda gets a 3-second time penalty as well. Oh, AsthmaFrog is really close on the back of Saucy Chris now. So this is for the final points paying position as they start his 23rd lap. AsthmaFrog is going to be wanting to get past Saucy Chris. You make a move up the inside. Oh, there's some coming together there. Oh, that was not good at all. They completely misjudged the where each other was, and AsthmaFrog and Saucy Chris have some big contact there. How is everyone's wings? Let's have a look. AsthmaFrog. Yeah, there's a bit of damage on his front wing, and there's also a bit of damage on Saucy Chris as well. And that's going to allow Judgy to come up past. And there we go. That's the difference. One end plate missing from a car does. Judgy having so much more grip around the outside, but Saucy Chris is really wanted to stay on the inside, but he's just not capable. He's not got enough downforce with that missing end plate. And he relinquishes the position to Judgy. There we go. So a bit of car. Oh, Sander the Dad. He's lost the back end. He's managed to keep it out of the wall, but he's fallen all the way down. We just saw the rear end of that. And he is down to 7th now. And that's allowed Pat Peder and Stone Shuffle to get ahead of him as we're on lap 24 of 26. Only 2 laps left in this race. And Rocket Gamer is 2.7 seconds ahead of Lethal Lins in second and Hake Zhao in third. Both have 3-second time penalties, and that is going to be crucial because these guys in 5th and 6th, Stone Shuffle and Pat Peder, do not have any time penalties at all. All 3 of the drivers in front of them, they do. So they would probably jump at least a few of them. But they're going to be making their way past Braincore and Hake Jow as much as they can so they can capitalize on that advantage that they currently have by keeping it clean and within the white lines. So we're down the Hanger Straight. We're on board with Pat Peder. Only a couple of tenths behind Stone Shuffle. Looks like Stone Shuffle's going to be making a move around the outside of Braincore. Will he be able to get it done? Oh, he does indeed. So Braincore relinquishes that position there. Stone Shuffle up into fourth. And Pat Peder, oh, he looks like he spun round. And so was Standard the Dad. I don't know if there was a bit of contact between them. But that's allowed Panda to get up into sixth. And there we go. Pat Peder and Sander the Dad a little bit in the wars there today. And Stone Shuffle is up into fourth. So we're on the penultimate lap of this race. Where I say penultimate lap and a half. Rocket Gamer is in the lead. He's played a blinder with his tyre strategy. He's kept it clean and he's not picked up any additional time penalties. And the McLaren driver is going to be very happy with his performance and his finishing positions if it ends as it is at the moment. Rocket Gamer 2.5 seconds ahead of Lethal Lins in the Ferrari in second. He's also had a good recovery drive. Hake Jow, who started dead last, is up into third. He currently has 3 seconds looming over his head, and he would lose that position to Stone Shuffle, but it would only be 1 position at the moment because Bray and Core has 6 seconds worth of penalties, and just behind him Panda has also has 6 seconds of penalties. And all of this is going to be playing into these guys' hands because AsthmaFrog had a coming together with Saucy Chris. Both of these guys had damaged front wings. Looks like he's still going around with it, but he's not able to close the gap to Judgy. So it looks like, as it stands, AsthmaFrog is not going to finish with a championship point. And that is crucial because most of his title contenders are ahead of him and scoring points, bar Saucy Chris. So we're coming into the final sector of this race around Silverstone. There hasn't been another safety car, and that has allowed Rocket Gamer to rocket away with it. He is 2.8 seconds ahead of Lethal Lins as he passes and navigates himself around the last few corners. All he needs to do is keep it on the black stuff. Through the penultimate corner now, through the last corner onto the checkered flag, and Rocket Gamer wins the British Grand Prix. Stone Shuffle makes his way up into second by having no time penalties, and the last podium place goes to Lethal Lins. Pat Peder crosses, manages to get ahead of Panda on the line for 6th. Sander the Dad in 8th, DNG Titan in 9th, and Judgy is just about to cross the line in 10th. But AsthmaFrog, he didn't have time penalties, just pipped him to a championship point. And Saucy Chris is making his way through Maggins and Beckett's. We'll jump on board with him as he finishes this. Lethal Lins. How the hell have you managed P3? Well, you've done very well indeed, mate. Done very well indeed. There we go. Rocket Gamer is your winner this time out. And that is Rocket Gamer's first win of the season. Currently down in 17th place in the championship. His previous best was 4th, which was in the sprint race in Belgium. Previous main race best result was 6th in Australia and Spain. But Rocket Gamer, surprise victor for the British Grand Prix. So there you have it. There is your final standings for this race. Rocket Gamer started in 10th, finished out on the top step of the podium. Stone Shuffle manages to save a disastrous weekend for Aston Martin by finishing in 2nd, and Lethal Lins rounding out the podium in 3rd. Hey Zhao, from starting right on the back of the grid up into 4th, a fantastic drive from him. Brain Core likewise from 11th on the grid up into 5th. Pat Peder in 6th. Panda finished 7th. Sander the Dad in 8th. DNG Titan in 9th. And rounding out the top 10 and final points paying position is AsthmaFrog. Judgy, Saucy Chris, and King Jamie round out the rest of the grid. So there we go. That was our race. Thank you for joining us. Looks like the poll was right, because somebody else won, but nobody, as far as I can tell, picked out Rocket Gamer for the win on that race. And well, he's won the race, so I will give Driver of the Day to Hake Zhao. Well, so Driver of the Day goes to Hake Zhao, but it's pretty much tied with Rocket Gamer. So those are my picks. But Rocket Gamer won the race, so I can give Driver of the Day to somebody else as well. So there we go. Fantastic race there. Really, really, really good. Let's have a look to see if I've taken some. Have I taken any replays? Let's have a look. What's this replay? This was what happened between AsthmaFrog and Saucy Chris. We were on board with the battle. Looks like they didn't quite know where each of them was. Saucy Chris wasn't quite sure if he wanted to take the outside or the inside, and they just kind of came together there. So that was that incident. And then let's see if we can find another clip. What else did I get? Let's have a look at this one. We're on board with Lethal Lins. Oh, yes. Coming up to the back of King Jamie. Lethal Lins, I think, is still in the stream. And that was a lovely overtake around the outside of King Jamie there from the Ferrari driver. So there you go, Lethal Lins, if you're still watching. That was a nice little overtake there. Many kudos to you. And there's another one. Let's have a look. Oh, that's from the last week's race. So there we go. I only took a couple. But loads of overtakes that we got on stream. I think I don't know if I have the one around the outside of Sander, but we do have a few. So yeah, I hope you enjoyed that one. That was our race. Congratulations to Rocket Gamer for taking the win, and for Hake Zhao for taking driver of the day for me. I don't know if I got the move on Sunday. I can't remember. So you just have to watch it back. Oh dear. There we go. Right. Thank you so much for watching. Next time out, we are going to be racing around the Shanghai International Circuit in China for round 17, and we only have 3 more rounds then. So it's China, and then round 18 is Monaco, as far as I'm aware, and then we will end the season a little bit earlier than normal because the new game will be coming out for a sprint race weekend around Bahrain. So 3 races left on the calendar next week in China, same time, same place on this channel. Thank you so much to everybody who got active in the chat and watched along live. Thank you so much for joining me. If you're watching this again after the fact and you're watching this back, you are very welcome as well. Thank you so much for checking out the stream. Please do share it with people, and if you're interested in joining for next season on the new game, do check out our Discord, F1XL, and I'm sure you'll be able to find it on F1XL's Twitter, and they have a website as well. So if you just search Google for F1XL, then you should be able to find it and join in the action. Fab. My voice is about to go. I haven't done this much talking in a long time, so I will see you. Have a fantastic race, fantastic week, and I'll see you again next week for China.